Welcome to another Photoshop tutorial from tutorvid.com. This tutorial is going to show you how to resize and resave a folder of images fairly quickly and easily. So here we have a folder full of images, and to select them all I'm just going to press Ctrl A, or you could just select a few of them if you wanted. And so we have 230 images we want to resize and save as JPEGs. Right now they're TIFFs. So to do that I'm going to go up to Tools, Photoshop, and then Image Processor. And this opens them up in Photoshop. Before I was working in Adobe Bridge. And then there's 4 steps here to work through. The first one, this is just if the images are in Camera Raw when you start. So if they're already in TIFF or some other format, nothing will happen if you select this or not. Second spot is where you're going to save the images. Find a folder or save them in the same location. And then the file type, if you want to save them as JPEG, Photoshop document, or a TIFF file. Just to show you, I'm going to save them as JPEG and Photoshop documents. The quality here, you can type in any number, but it'll give you an error. It's between 1 and 12, quality 12 being the best. And if you're going to use them on the web, you should also convert profile to sRGB. And then resize to fit. There you can resize the width and the height, and this will make the maximum dimension this. So if I type in 300 by 300, if I have a horizontal image, the width will be 300 and the height will be something else. It won't resize it to be a square. It'll still keep the proportions of the image. This maximized compatibility with the Photoshop document will keep it easy to open with earlier versions of Photoshop. And then TIFF, if you want to keep your images small, you can use this LZW compression. It's lossless, so you won't reduce the quality at all. And then a action, you can also run an action on the images if you want. I won't do that now. And then if you want to save these settings, you can save them for another time and then load the settings. And then, alright, so I'll start the run, and now it'll rip through all my images, saving them as I requested. And if, for example, you realize that you did something wrong, and if you now realize that you wanted to change actually one setting, if you press the escape button, this here process will stop, and you can start it over. So when you go into your folder, Photoshop saves them nicely in 3 different folders of JPEG, Photoshop, and TIFF. So it keeps things nicely organized and you know which images are the correct ones. And it also nicely resized it with the height being 300 and the top being an arbitrary amount that fit. And that's all you have to do. Check out more tutorials on tutorvid.com.